Hello, welcome back to the kitchen table. Product review today, and I'm back on the coffee. It's early even for me, so oh, I needed that. Yeah, product review. One of the issues that I've had, and I know lots of people have, is the glare on bright days. Should we ever get any in the UK? Because I've just gone through a thunderstorm this morning. Bright glare on the screen, and you're really not being able to see the preview very easily. In the previous video, I showed you that one of the things I tried was called a glare stomper, which is a fabric kind of folded fabric shield, and that does a reasonable job actually. But there isn't much depth, and when the sun is, very bright and higher in the sky, unless you kind of hold it right up to your face, it doesn't work and makes controlling very, very difficult, and you look strange. And I didn't sort of fancy that. Obviously, there's some homebrew ways of doing it with cardboard and all sorts, but I didn't really fancy any of that. And then a short while ago, I saw there's a new company called Exo Innovations, set up by an entrepreneur called Milton. And he is making custom fit sunshades to go inside the clamp with your particular phone, which is a Nexus 4 in my case. And so I got hold of him and said, yes, I'll take one of those. Thank you very much indeed. And it has arrived. And here it is. So basically, the unit is a sort of fairly deep recess. It's got a kind of a perspex, looks like a sort of half dowel in perspex, which clamps on. And this distance here is specific, and the width is specifically designed to fit your phone. Now, when I first took it out of the box, I thought, I don't really want to be, wedging my phone in there. That might be a bit scratchy, but that's not actually how it works, and I was being a bit silly. The inside is coated in kind of a felt, and is very, you can see it's not going to reflect much light at all. It's going to absorb, and I'll show you how it works. So rather cleverly, what he's done is, for every phone, when you slide it in there is actually, I don't know if you can see there, let's just angle that. There's actually a reasonable amount of, you might be able to get away if you had a thin gel type bumper case on there. But irrespective, there's no danger of scratching the screen or having to wedge things and pull things out. He's also cunningly got the USB port in exactly the right place, which is handy because, as I say, I like to run a USB power pack when I'm out and about, because even with lower screen brightnesses, the app and everything else can pull some battery power out. So that's excellent. That's really good, and I wasn't expecting that. I hadn't thought about it, to be honest, but let's see, somebody has. And then that's a kind of loose fit in there, because then that goes into the clamp. But it's designed so that it's it's not going to fall out that way. And then what you do, obviously, excuse me doing this indelicately, is you clap that there, and then if we can angle this, you can see that that is just the right shape to fit really snugly in there. And you've now got a really kind of good depth of recess to cut glare. And it brings this lip here, comes close enough to your face that you don't have to sort of be held in. Nice and secure fit. When I first put it on, I thought, it's design flaw, Milton, this is all floppy. And then I read the instructions, which is, not something that should be ignored. Because I had seen these in the pack. I thought, what on earth is that? He's put something in that he shouldn't have done. And then the instructions tell you to just dismantle the ball swivel joint in there, which is easy. It's just I turn this unlocking ring and pull it off, and put one of these little friction pads that he's provided, 1, 2, 3 of them. You put that inside, which just gives enough stiffness to the clamp that you can then still move it, as you can see, it's not a problem, but it holds in position really, really well. I mean, it's not going to, because the worst thing would be if you have this and it starts to, sort of, over time, it starts to droop. That's not going to be very good at all. So, ooh, snippy snap. So that was, I thought that was really, really good. Really pleased with that. It was superbly well packaged. It's come from the US. It's not very heavy at all, actually. Let me remove those from the kitchen scales. Let them set, we'll put up 150 grams, that says. So it's not going to add too much, you know, weight to hold. And if you've got a neck strap already, I think you'll, you know, you won't notice. It doesn't seem to cause any kind of tipping. It's not quite, you know, it's not heavy enough. But the weight is towards the rear, obviously, because there's a thicker plate at the back and you've got this strip. So it's all really nicely balanced, and that works really well. As I just said, I've come to do this bit, and we've had a thunderstorm. It's completely grey and useless outside, so I will do a jump cut at the end and show it, to try and show you how it actually cuts glare if I get better conditions. If I don't, because the forecast for the next few days is terrible, I will, I don't know, get a very bright light and we'll do it that way. But the concept and the depth, I think, is going to give a massively improved experience. So I'm really quite pleased with that. The instructions were nice and straightforward. Nice simple photographs. There's the gasket, pop it in, put it in there, tighten it back up, and away you go, which is great. So I really like this. It's probably small enough that I can probably work it into my case as well, because of course it's being hollow, I can put other things inside it, and it can maybe put in a bit of cutaway foam. But even if I can't, it's light enough that I wouldn't mind just carrying that, or even, you know, leaving it clamped to the transmitter and have that around my neck and walk with that while I get to the takeoff site. So Milton, thanks. That's really good. But I have to thank Milton even more, because he's also got another product that he very, very kindly sent me, as well as the one that I'd asked for. He sent me another one to review, of a sort of a bit more of a deluxe version, which is really interesting. And I'll just go and get that now and show you. So this one is basically same concept, same design to fit your phone, but it has at the front a magnifying section that you can flip down, so you get extra shading because you've got this extra depth here, and you get a magnification of your screen. And I looked at this at first, I thought, a bit of a gimmick, and I tried it just this morning, actually. Again, I couldn't fly, it's rubbish, but weather out there, but just playing with my phone, and it does a fantastic job. The magnification isn't so ridiculous that you can't see the whole phone, but it just brings things a little bit closer and really nicely counters the additional depth. And I've seen people talking about this and saying, oh, you know, I've got not brilliant eyesight, and this is really, really helpful. For the first time I can see how many satellites I've got locked, which is, you know, a really good thing, actually. Again, something I hadn't thought about. But let's just show you. If I slide that into there, let's see if it can work on the screen. Let's see if we can see. We might be able to focus. There we are. So that's just the settings screen of the DJI app. There we are. We get to the. Can you see? I mean, that is really, well, the focus is going to cause a problem, obviously, but you can see the whole. I can with my eyes. You can see the whole of the screen, right the way down to the bottom. And when you're flying, that sits at a really nice sort of. Let's do it that way. A really nice angle, and you get to see everything. Now, I went from being really sort of amazed with that, thinking that's a fantastic thing, well done, to somebody thinking that is a heavy boy, that one, that's going to cause some issues. Let's I haven't weighed this yet, let's do it now. Reset. See, that's 400 grams. But with the kit, you get obviously your friction pads. That's goes without saying. But you also get another clip mount, which is excellent. And what the instructions suggest is that for occasional use, a friction pad and your single one, you're going to be okay. But if you're going to do it sort of prolonged, then mount this second one. The hardware is there. You can put it on the other side by the range extender, and you've got then a really secure double clamp system. I'll show you. I haven't done it as yet because this has only just come in. But if I show you what it looks like on the instructions, the bottom picture there, you can see for heavy use, use the 2 phone holders, one of which came in the kit, which is really good. I'm really impressed with that. I'm really impressed with Milton and the ideas he's come up with, and I'm impressed with the way that you can, rather than trying to shoehorn something into the same, he's making them for custom making them for different phone models. And I just think if you've got eyesight issues, or you suffer from really bright glare, or I just really like it. I was watching YouTube on my phone through it. It's a really good quality magnifier. I was kind of looking at it and thinking, maybe he's skimped on that, but I'm very impressed, as you think you can tell. So yes, so that's. Thank you very much for sending that through, Milton. Those are great. I'm gonna mount up the non-magnifying shade in a minute and try and get some kind of real world shots. I probably won't be able to. It's darker outside than it is in here, so it's not going to show any benefit. But eventually, hopefully, the skies will clear, and I will do. I'll put some jump cuts in to show you that. I'll also put all the details for where you can get these and prices and that kind of stuff, and a link to his, at the moment, eBay store. I think he's selling them through eBay only, but whether that will change, I don't know. But yeah, it's a thumbs up from me for both. If you're looking for a solution, a simple glare solution, that's, it's nicely made, it's light, but it's sturdy, it fits in the existing thing, there's no modifications. That's great. If you have particular eyesight issues, or you want really extra shading and the magnification feature, which just on its own I think is pretty good, then this is really, really worth a look. So it gets a thumbs up from me and Daisy. And in a minute, hopefully, we can jump cut to some shots of me showing, hopefully, how it works outside. And we'll see you soon. Hello there. The weather's just going to be rubbish. So what I've done is I've come into the kitchen and just set up one of the bright LEDs. We've got lazy lights in the ceiling pointing down just to sort of create some glare. And I'll show you the 2 shades. So. Thank you. Here it is with, there you can see the glare on the top, and if I slide, I'm trying to keep the angle so it's very difficult, but you can see there, you can see the shade come down, look. There's definitely a lot of reduction in glare with that one. And let's now show you the, of course it's not a fair test because the sun doesn't come as a bright point, but I just wanted to try and give an example. So let's try with this one here. I've got to line up the angles for you. You can see the magnification, so let's have it like that. This one's obviously much deeper there, so move it up. Whoa, big difference. So there's no glare and a magnified image, and I'll try and keep it exactly the same place. There, you can see the glare from the lights. So it's not a very scientific test, as I say. I'm not, I can't keep everything still, but you can see, I think, the difference there and the magnification effect. Now let's do it as if we were using it with our eyes. That's how it would look versus that. So let's do it that way. There's the difference. the before and the after. See, it's not a massively horrendous magnification. It's enough that you get an enhanced view of your phone. So there we go. As I say, I'm really sorry. I would have loved to have had a really bright sunny day and go out and give it a fair test, but I'm absolutely certain that it will do what it's supposed to do, given what I've seen of it so far. So when I do get a sunny day in the next couple of years, I'll go out and do that. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget, next week we've got some specials and some discounts and some prizes and some stuff, just as a thank you from me to you guys for subscribing. So I'll see you soon. Bye bye.